Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. And boy, oh boy, we got a lot to discuss. It looks like Nicki got to be careful because Doja is right on her neck, unfortunately. So it has been reported that the most streamed female rappers on Payola in 2024 so far on all credits, Nicki Minaj at 2.7 billion, Doja Cat at 2.69 billion, ready to catch up to Nicki Minaj. Fans are begging Nicki Minaj to release new music, saying that the demon lady is breathing on our necks. I need Nicki to drop something. Okay, so, a lot of fans are saying Nicki needs to drop because Doja Cat's streams are doing very well. Now, I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, it's Payola. Her streams are not real. Blah, blah, blah. But Doja Cat's albums, Planet Her and Scarlet, are both still on Payola Board's album chart. They're saying that it is higher on the charts than Pink Friday 2. Okay? And the thing is with Nicki, Pink Friday 2 is a banger. In my opinion, I prefer Pink Friday 2 over Scarlet by a landslide. Okay? I only like 2 or 3 songs off of Scarlet. But Doja Cat didn't really have features or anything like that. And I know she was trying to go like the full rap route. But one thing Doja Cat does have and Nicki Minaj doesn't have is a proper rollout. Okay? Nicki didn't do a proper rollout for Pink Friday 2, and she has a fan base, so she don't really need to do a proper rollout. But it would have helped because when you do music videos, when you have radio and playlisting, that helps push your songs on the charts. Now, she had radio for FTCU and everybody, but she didn't have any music videos. Doja Cat, every time she dropped a single, she put out a music video. That helps because there are a lot of fans that do like music videos. And it does increase the popularity of the song. I know Nicki says she wanted fans to focus on, just the music. But then, I feel like songs die out quicker that way. When you really think about it. That's why for Queen B, Texas Boredom fell out the charts. Okay, and Cowboy Carter, nobody's talking about that no more because guess what? There were no visuals. There was nothing to look forward to, okay? And I think Nicki already put out a deluxe for Pink Friday 2. But like I said before, Nicki should just drop a new single, okay, with a music video, playlisting, radio. And, I think her streams will definitely increase because she hasn't really put out music. So, Doja Cat just dropped a deluxe for Scarlet. So that's why her streams are going up, So Nicki, I think it would be a good idea to just drop a new single, okay? And then next year, drop her 6th album. I think that definitely will be a good idea for Nicki Minaj, okay? Not only that, though, a lot of fans are very impressed with Doja Cat's performance at Wireless. I think she did an excellent job. I did watch her performance. And fans are declaring Doja Cat as one of the best performers up there with Queen B. That's what fans are saying. Okay, the breath control was insane. Okay, you got to give her credit for her breath control. That was insane. Now, fans are saying, she could potentially be the next queen of rap. I don't know about all of that. I definitely don't think she deserves the queen of rap title. We got to relax. She need to drop a few more albums. Even though technically Scarlet was her 4th, I didn't like Scarlet. So I don't count to You know, I only acknowledge Hot Pink and Planet Her. So I think she needs to drop another banger album and not that demonic nonsense she was putting out. But I think she is definitely the princess of rap. Regardless of what y'all trying to say, she's definitely the princess because she neck to neck with Nicki when it comes to streams. She's one of the best performers when we're talking about female rap. She's definitely up there. Okay, so we got to give Doja Cat her 10s. Now, moving on to Botchin' Pregnant, Section 8 gang goes off on Botchin' Bitter because she teased an announcement, but of course, she never announced anything, and fans are calling her out. A fan said Botchin' Bitter's album is not coming in the summer, and if Botchin' Bitter releases her album in the winter or fall, that she would get less hits, okay? And they are tired of waiting for her second album. Botchin' Bitter responded and said, please tell me which album been doing good this summer since you got your degree and act like you effing know everything. That's low-key Megan Thee Stallion shade, though, because Megan dropped an album in the summer, in June. Are you saying her album is a flop, Botchin' Bitter? That's low-key shade at Megan Thee Stallion. Then Botchin' Bitter said, I Like It came out in April, Up came out in January, Money came out mid-October, Finesse came out in January, making me a seasonal artist when I make hits all year long. It's crazy. You want to sound so right, all your predictions have been wrong all year, yet you here clocking an album you don't even know ish about. Well, in hindsight, Botchin' Bitter, half of these singles that you just named, you know, came out 6 years ago. Okay, like Up came out 3 years ago. Finesse, that came out in 2018. Why are you bringing up hits from 7 years ago? What about your recent hits? Okay. Then the fan tried to apologize, but Botchin' Bitter said, no B-word. Nobody misunderstood how you trying to downplay every step I make on purpose. Just like I shut your little Cheeto Puff fingers down when I went top 10 and you were predicting top 40, you big muncher. Okay? I guess you're talking about the Dr. Miami record. All in all, I feel like Botchin' Bitter is low-key scared to drop her album, whether she wants to admit it or not. And she doesn't have any recent hits. No shade. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion's Mamushi reaches a new peak at number 55 on the global Payola chart with 1.9 million streams. Okay? And then on top of that, it also had been reported that Megan made history. Megan Thee Stallion's album earned the biggest first week U.S. sales for a female rap album in 2024. Okay? Despite it only doing 66 or 63,000 first week. That is the biggest first week sales so far for a female rapper. Which is actually kind of sad. You know, Nicki, her album came out last year. So if Nicki came out this year, you know, she would have beat Megan Thee Stallion, but unfortunately it came out last year. So she has the biggest debut last year for a female rapper. But with that being said, you know, Botchin' Bitter can come take the crown. Because I do feel like Botchin' Bitter will do more than Megan Thee Stallion first week, despite her not having a really hot single. I think that the Payola package will be reinstated once Botchin' Bitter releases her album, because they're not going to have her go out completely sad. Now, she may only do like 100,000 or whatnot, but I don't think they're going to allow Botchin' Bitter to do less than 100,000 first week. Now, fans are accusing Nicki Minaj of throwing shade at Megan by tweeting free 99 because, as we know, I reported yesterday that Megan Thee Stallion was giving out free tickets to her Manchester show overseas. So, you know, Nicki Minaj tweeted free 99. Then she deleted the tweet. Fans feel like this is shade towards Megan Thee Stallion. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Definitely is shade towards Megan Thee Stallion. No shade. It definitely is shade towards Megan Thee Stallion. But at the end of the day, it's facts. Now, moving on to best-selling downloads in the first half of 2024. The list has fully came out by Chart Data and Billboard. Number 1 is a bar song by Shabuzi, thanks to Queen B and her cosign. It did 219,000 downloads for 2024. Beautiful Things did 200,000. Lose Control, that's low-key a bop. I like that song. 195,000. Texas Boredom did 178,000. Piss did 117,000 downloads. I think that these are first week downloads. I don't think it's for the whole 6 months, but first week, how much people downloaded, that song. Lovin' on Me by Wack Harlow did 95,000. Houdini did 88,000. Okay, and I think there's only like 3 black people on this list. There's Queen B, Shabuzi, and Megan Thee Stallion. Wow. Now, for the best-selling female album in the U.S. in 2024, we got SZA. That album came out in 2022, but SZA is the future queen of R&B. I keep telling y'all got to get with it. We got the Chart Obsessed Racist twice. Nobody cares. Cowboy Carter, 1.8 million sold in 2024 for Cowboy Carter. So congratulations to Queen B. I only care about SZA and Queen B on this list. The people that put out vinyls, every week don't count. I'm not going to ever give you your 10s when you put out vinyls every 3 days. Okay. That's cheating the system. Billboard got to put a stop to that. So only congratulations to Queen B and SZA, okay? The Chart Obsessed Racist will never get her 10s from me, okay? She cheats the system, putting out vinyls every week. Does not mean that your music is actually good because your cult, psychotic, dumb fan base decides to buy your trash music, okay? I'm not buying into that. So the Chart Obsessed Racist will never in life get her 10s from me. Never, okay? Now, moving on to Kung Fu Kenny. Not Like Us has now surpassed 500 million streams on Paylify. It becomes the fastest hip-hop song in history to reach this milestone, surpassing Champagne Thickums' God's Plan. Now, a lot of people are saying, say thank you to Champagne Thickums, okay? Especially now that he has went number 1 again with Not Like Us this current week, okay? So a lot of fans are saying, say thank you to Champagne Thickums. But if it was because of Champagne Thickums, how comes Family Disaster didn't go number 1? Okay, if it was because of Champagne Thickums, how comes his diss records didn't go number 1? How comes the song Push-Ups, which came out weeks before, Euphoria and Not Like Us came out, that came out like maybe a month prior to anything Kung Fu Kenny had dropped. How comes that didn't go number 1? Champagne Thickums usually go number 1 top 10 if it's because Champagne Thickums got it like that. Okay? And of course, Champagne Thickums has a lot of haters, but Not Like Us is a bop. Family Matters is not better than Not Like Us. Stop smoking that stuff. Champagne Thickums fans, y'all need to go outside and touch grass. Okay? Because, he couldn't even help Camila Cabello on the charts. Champagne Thickums don't got the sauce like that no more. He couldn't even help Camila Cabello on the charts. And so that lets me know that nobody really checking for Champagne Thickums like that anymore. His time has passed, okay? He might as well just retire, in my opinion. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give Normani Donkey of the Day. So it has been revealed that, unfortunately, one of Normani's writers, I think her name is Taylor Parks, did not receive a writing credit on her song called Insomnia. Taylor responded to an interview Normani did maybe a few weeks ago when her album came out. I don't know why she responded to the interview now. But basically, Normani said, Taylor helped write the record. She also gave credit to Brandy and Victoria Monet, who also contribute to the song Insomnia. Okay, and the song ain't too bad. I do like that song. But with that being said, the writer Taylor said, "It's crazy because I haven't listened to the album yet, and this is how I'm finding out I'm on it. No credit, no business done. People that I've known for forever just dropped my ish and left me off. LOL. Okay." Okay, now Victoria Monet has credit, so does Brandy. Okay, I don't know why Taylor doesn't have credit. She deserves credit. I would hate for Normani to get sued, but why didn't Normani do the business correctly? Same thing with this rollout. She didn't do the rollout for this album correctly. She didn't do nothing right. She never does. That's why she's receiving Donkey of the Day. You never roll out anything right. Now you finna get sued, okay? And I'm sure you don't got the money to get sued because you haven't put out no good music that's selling. So this is just embarrassing. And then on top of that, Botch and Bitter revealed to her fans that Normani always checks up on her and how they always tell each other to release music. Which is fine and dandy. I know they got a relationship. They cool, they besties, whatever. But you checking up on Botch and Bitter, and you need to really check up on your career. Because it's hanging by a piece of thread. How you worried about the next bitch releasing music when you dropped a flop-ass album? That don't make any sense. Like, focus on your own career. That's the problem with you, Normani. Focus on everything else except that career. And that's why RCA the colorist is going to shelf you. I hate to say I told you so. Okay, so fortunately, Normani, you're getting Donkey of the Day. What you do makes no sense at all. Now, moving on to Katy Perry. Women's World is now challenging for a top 70 debut on the Hot 100 following the release of Women's World EP containing 5 new versions. Oh, no. Listen, Katy, please don't start that chart-obsessed racist thing where you release a new version every day. No, we don't want that. This song is trash. You don't need to release more than one version. Please, no. What you should do is scrap this whole single rollout and stop working with Dr. Puke. I mean, come on, Katy. Who is on her team? Why does she have people on her team that are not telling her to do the right thing? You need to scrap this whole era and start from scratch. Releasing 5 new versions ain't gonna help it move up the charts. Okay? Like, you do realize that people are not going to support the record because of who you're working with, right? You do know that, right? Like, it's not going to get the same support as, it would have, a few years ago before the whole scandal with Kesha, So I think you should scrap this song and, the 5 different versions and call it the day. That was a bad move.
Tomorrow
Now,
is a very, very
goes
important
off on
day.
her fans again
It's gonna
because
make or
they
break
are upset
everything.
that she didn't make an announcement
You'll
for
see
her
it.
album
You'll see
or
it.
the album
And
cover like she
I hope you
promised.
guys support. The summer is almost done. I'm not gonna give my fans 2 weeks for pre-orders. I'm not giving my fans 2 weeks of pre-orders. I'm not giving my fans every like I told my label and like I told the people that's waiting for me, when I drop my album, everything better be right. From the merch to the other things that's coming out, everything that's coming out, it better be right that same day. You're not going to tell me that
Ash
all my
Miracle.
planning, all my marketing that I've been doing, all of my calls that I've been doing, all of my meetings that I've been doing, you're not gonna fucking tell me that it's not gonna be successful because it's not gonna come out in the summer. First of all, and you're not gonna also tell me that I'm a summer artist. But I've never been a seasonal artist. Kids all year round. What are you talking about? There is such a thing as some people are seasonal artists. Some people just make music better seasons, and I'm not one of them. So what the talking about?
Ash
I didn't even release.
Miracle.
If you think about it, I didn't even release my first album in the summertime. It was April 6th, bitch. Still wear coats. You still wearing coats in motherfucking April 6th. You know what? Maybe I should go with what you say. I'm gonna just drop next summer. How about that? Because you said so.
So let me know how y'all feel about that. I am so sick and tired of Botch and Bitter's rants. I mean, she always yelling and complaining about something, but never drops the album. That's why your fans are turning on you because you doing all this yapping, but where's the album? And you ain't no real artist. Real artists write their music. You recite, okay? You're a puppet, you're a reciter, not a real artist, okay? And you haven't had no hits in the winter or the summer in the last few years, okay? No shade. The Dr. Miami record wasn't a hit song. Okay, just because it went top 10, it soon fell out of the top 10 because the payola stopped and the song is no longer on the charts. Okay, let's be very clear. Wannabe Remix flopped. Okay, the Peso Pluma record you put out, the Shakira record you put out, flopped. What recent hits are you talking about? Because I don't see any recent hits. But anywho, I got some very hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And have a great day.